Hi friends, welcome to my pottery studio. If you haven't been here before, I'm Cindy. Even if you have been here before, I'm still Cindy. But anyways, welcome. Thanks for being here. I just finished throwing and I just thought, I just kind of wanted to ask the other potters out there that watch my channel, are you a messy potter? I'm such a messy potter. I mean, and the problem today, I don't have running water in my studio. I forgot to bring a bucket of water. I have my little tiny bucket of throwing water, which at this point has turned into slip. Um, so, there's no cleaning up in that. And I try to remember to have a bucket of water and a sponge for like cleaning off and everything. But oh my gosh, you guys, I'm such a mess. I'm just such a mess. But I'd been thinking that it was time to do another video. I mean, look at this. I'm a mess. I'm a mess. This is my Studio Pro bat system. I haven't had it very long, but I think I like it. It's pretty snug on my wheel because my wheel is small. My wheel is a 10-inch wheel, right? Is that right? It's the Artista Speedball. So, anyways, I have a dream wheel in mind, but that's down the road. But I wanted to talk to you about something today, and that is pottery tools. I would love to know everyone's thoughts on pottery tools. I can't do anything here. I can't clean anything up because I don't have any water. So I'm going to have to go out and get a bucket of water, and it's cold outside and the water is cold. I'm complaining. Anyway, what are your thoughts on tools? I would love to know this. I feel like give me all the tools. I want all the tools. If it's going to make it easier and more fun, not that it's not fun, but if it's hard and I get frustrated, I don't like that, So anyways, I wondered how everybody feels about tools and, what tools do you use? I am in absolutely no condition to show you my tools right now because everything is a disaster. I made several things here today. I was going to make mugs. Sometimes mugs turn into bowls for me, but that's okay. We're just going with it. So we just have bowls. Sometimes we have short bowls. Sometimes we have tall bowls. I want to make a big bowl. And every time I try, they fall over. So I don't know. I guess I need to just stick with tiny bowls. Anyhow. But so the Studio Bat system, I think that's a fun tool because what I'm doing with that is I'm letting things dry off the bat. And I like that there's less, it takes up less room when you're putting them away. I've ordered some Garrity tools. I'm pretty excited about that because I have a hard time getting the shape that I want. Sometimes, sometimes I just have to go, oh, that's a good shape. Okay, let's go with that. But, sometimes I intend to have a certain shape and it doesn't turn out that way. So I'm excited about that. I did just this past week got my Give and Grip. And so I did some trimming with that. Game changer. The only thing is I realized, sometimes I do like to trim a little bit down, towards the top of the pot, which is now upside down with the little things around it. So, but anyways, I still think the Give and Grip is pretty cool and I really do like it. But so probably one of the very first potters I started watching was Simon Leach, and I still watch him and I love him. And I think it'd be fun to take a class from him. I think he's awesome. But he's a very primitive potter, I feel like, he does the kick wheel and everything, which is cool. But, I feel like he's a little against a lot of tools, I actually have his throwing stick. Well, there it is. It's signed on it. What's it say? Keep practicing, his thing. And I got a couple little things from him, like he uses the sponge on the long stick, which I think is great. But there's just some other tools out there that I think are really great. So I just ordered that centering tool from Potter, Pottr in the UK. I just ordered it today and I can't wait to get it because you guys, life is too short to figure out how to center. I don't know why some days I just can't get my center. I can't find my center. Today was one of those days. I struggled so hard today to get things centered. Like, why. Sometimes I can just center and sometimes I can't. So I'm going to try that tool because, I feel like this. Um, yeah, we probably don't need a dishwasher. I don't have a dishwasher in my house. Sure would be nice to have one. And boy, if I had one, I'd use it. You know, um, maybe we don't need a vacuum, but they sure are nice to have. I was mentioning this to my husband, and he said, power steering, probably don't need it, but it sure is nice to have. And I'm like, yeah, so yeah, I just kind of wanted to jump on and just do a quick little video. I don't have a kiln unload or anything like that to show you, but I did order my kiln. And guess what? Listen, you're going to hear the angels sing. It was in stock. It'll be here by the end of the week. I am so excited. So I got an L&L kiln. It's the E18S3 3-inch brick. So it's not huge. It's 16.5-inch diameter and 18-inch tall. The inner chamber, 18 inches, 16.5. So it's not huge, but I am so excited and I cannot wait to have it. We actually had an electrician come out and we had to have a wire run and a plug put in and because it's going to live outside because we don't have a place for it anywhere inside. So it's going to live outside under our patio. It's going to be covered and that's going to be great. I'm just so excited to be in control of my own firings. I'm looking so forward to that. So anyhow, as soon as it gets here, boy, I'm going to put that thing to work. It's going to be working its little kiln self off for a long time. But anyway, I just wanted to know what your thoughts are on tools. And if you have any tools that you love and highly recommend, drop them in the comments. Because, other people watching this can look down there and see, too, and maybe get some ideas and some inspiration. So yeah, let me know. I know an apron is a tool. Some days I forget to put my apron on. Today was one of those days. Here we are. It happens. So anyway, before the temperature drops anymore outside, I need to get outside, get a bucket of water, and get in here and start getting things cleaned up because it's a mess. So here I am, Cindy, the very messy potter. So grateful for this pottery community. You guys, I know I've mentioned before that my husband and I have a travel channel, Hathaway We Go. And I always thought the RV community was just a really great community. And I still do. I mean, they are a great community. But then I found the pottery community and I'm blown away. I am blown away by the kindness, by the love, by the encouragement and the support. I was in here making handles the other day to put in my damp box that I made, another tool that I think is fun. And so I was watching Handmade by Souza. I hope I have that right. I hope that's what her account name is. I'm going to look it up before I, anyways. So I was watching, she had a whole kiln unload and everything. And I watched one of her videos where she did a whole tour of her property and everything. Oh my goodness, her property is amazing. Anyhow, she's talking to me. She starts talking to me in her video. I literally was in tears. I was crying. I couldn't believe that somebody was making a YouTube video and talking to me and telling me that, even seasoned potters that have been doing this for a long time, we have fails, we have problems, we have issues, blah, blah, blah. It's always a mystery what the kiln holds and that kind of thing. But she spoke to me and I just couldn't believe it, and then, I got a couple of shout outs as I mentioned, and maybe more. I mean, I've been trying to, I subscribe to all the channels that I hear of. And I mean, I have Sarah Hallam Ceramics on pause right now. I was watching that as I've been sitting here watching, I think it's her most recent one, a kiln unload, her 30-second kiln unload. She just unloaded a really beautiful bowl. But anyway, I just love this pottery community. I am so thankful to have felt such a welcome into it and all the support and the encouragement. On my last video where I was just begging for help, oh my goodness, the comments came in like crazy with people giving me so much wonderful advice, so many awesome tips and tricks. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm overwhelmed by the kindness and I love it so much. So I'm so grateful to be a part of this community. And I'm really grateful that you're here and that you watch my video. I hope that you will subscribe to my channel and hit that thumbs up button, and share this video if you have somebody else that you know that you might think might like it. So anyways, thanks for being here for this short little video, and let me know what your favorite tool is. All right.